Let's get you up to speed now on the cooling housing sector. Mortgage rates rising again. The 30-year fixed bearing down on 7%, now averaging 6.94. That's the highest we've seen since April 2002. It's up slightly from last week and more than doubling from the 3.09 we saw 1 year ago. Sam Couture, Freddie Mac's chief economist, says rates are, quote, adversely impacting the housing market in the form of declining demand. We're seeing that in today's existing home sales, selling at the slowest pace since September 2012, with the exception of the start of the pandemic, and we hear that just about every day with housing. Finally, sales of previously owned homes falling for the 8th straight month, down 1.5% from the prior month and nearly 24% down year over year. Jared?
Yeah, well, let's get up to speed on some of the currency moves here. Checking out the British pound. Now, we know the U.S. dollar has been broadly stronger this year. That has been giving global markets, risk markets, a lot of consternation, and especially over there in Great Britain, where they saw their yields market, their gilt market, kind of get out of hand. And all of this comes from Truss instituting some very conservative reforms. She was advocating for tax cuts, and those were not liked by the market. Here's the British pound. Now, on her announcement of the resignation this morning, it did spike up, so it got a little bit stronger, but you can see it has given back those gains. And I got to tell you, even when it was up here, it wasn't even up 1%, so not a huge move. It was probably somewhat telegraphed, and I want to show you the year-to-date move. Now, this is British pound losing 17% versus the U.S. dollar. I'm going to show some candlesticks so you can see the volatile price action. A little bit hard to see there, but that's some pretty volatile price action. Volatile enough that the entire package was revisited and the tax cuts no more. And the B of E, the Bank of England, had to intervene in their markets to support their pension system. I think all of this illustrating that it's very, very difficult to institute reforms in the midst of a terrible recession over there, in the midst of a terrible market sell-off. You got to have incredible political will, I guess, to overcome the prospect of losing your entire pension system. Having said that, markets seem to have stabilized a little bit, at least for the time being, on the promise that some of those economic reforms will not be reintroduced here. But just goes to show you that a lot can happen that we're not thinking about, a lot from left field when we talk about some of the moves in response to everything that we're seeing, guys.
Lasted, what, 4 Scaramucci's did?
He tweeted that himself.
I know.
Hats off to him.
My math had him at
misses an
4
opportunity.
1/4 Scaramucci's, but good for him jumping on that. Jared, thank you.